heard something. Might have something. Leaving post. I heard something. Wait to confirm.
Stay calm.
Casualty. Possible code 0.
Confirmed on vision.
Move to stand. Nothing. Confirmed. Confirmed. Nothing on white.
Possible visual of a 0. Confirmed.
Okay, Alex, I got the package. Now what?
There's supposed to be a data rod and an access card inside, but the card is blank. Janus said we need to imprint it with biometrics from an active account holder.
So what? Kidnap somebody and steal their DNA?
Maybe next week. Tonight we can get what's needed from an office on the 3rd floor. According to a contact, the bank keeps clients' profiles on a secure terminal there.
So all I gotta do is get through security to find it. Great.
Heard something.
Data extractors have never breached the lava.
Hackers are everywhere. Not here.
Exactly.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
Yes. Sub-level security room has our up-to-date security password. Good. Haven't had to mention any of the
Access granted.
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Access granted.
Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
Access granted. Access granted.
I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time for preloading your container into the viewing area. You also need your personalized keycard.
Thanks for the information.
Please, step back from this area. I think I heard something. Cover my toes.
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
Maybe, but they're also the ones under the most scrutiny. Ones that have to jump through the most hoops.
Rightfully so. When you're only answer to stockholders and the bottom line is your only concern, let me tell you, the way you make decisions is completely skewed.
How would you know? You're a security guard. Speaking of that, let's get back to it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the Versalite Vault, Alex. Janus, can you hear me?
Yes. The link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a seeker program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
I asked him not to bother you with that.
It's okay. I told him he could. But it's just... I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we made to the Orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
Megan.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
I don't suppose you know anything about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to GARM.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the Orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Janus, can you hear me? I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the Orchid shows up again.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initial access granted.
It's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Not like this, not like this.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Over here, friend. I have what you need. Welcome, welcome.
No. You try this on all your...
Job?
Sure.
This is fantastic. The cause is very, very grateful. Take this. A gift. You came to Prague to... In the market for something, aren't you?
Stay back. We are trying.
Everyone stay back. This is for your home. Can't defend against that kind of team.
Nasrała się, wyfasował to łażuś.
Your papers, Og.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847. I see. Thanks. You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here.
Man, did you hear Lazarus is late?
just fucked up.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Things with Otar aren't going so well, Jensen.
Sorry about your place, Kohler. Are you alright?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, I just kinda... You know, I actually had some real good books up there. The bookstore was kind of a front, sure, but it was my front. The version of me I presented to the world. That means something.
It means whatever deal you thought you had with the Dvalis is apparently off. There's something you're not telling me about why Otar's got it in for you.
Maybe he is just angry, you know?
You can't hide forever. This procedure. Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever...
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud.
It has to be a violation of our
Did you see what they did to her?
Why are we drawn to such things? What's wrong?
It is not unhealthy to be curious.
Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your hurry?
Can't let them get away with this.
Given the same orders you were, sir. I know all about our orders.
I give up.
Do me a favor, eh? At least pretend to look for evidence.
Think he did it?
I do think he did it. But I also think we should at least try to prove it. If that's okay with you. Hasn't there been enough violence already? Anything you say? Orders are orders. Anything you say, sir.
We can't let them away with this. I must talk to you.
Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
Uh-huh.
Away from
Can't let them get away with this.
Sir.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop, once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
Oh, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer. It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or...
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making...
All right.
I thought...
Careful of the evidence.
Who do they think they are?
These assholes tried it in.
Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do.
I think he found something.
To pull this duty.
Give it a rest, huh?
Best to be careful. Away from the crime scene. I've got nothing else to say.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. She had enemies.
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes?
Tabloids right there.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
No, this was good. It's old.
I have some questions for you. How did the attack happen? What were you doing? Can you remember anything about what the killer looked like? Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is that?
Why is it you don't... What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before? I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Enjoying yourself?
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go...
Why else would I be here? People hold a hell of a... How long have you been a cop? You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right?
I'll hold my...
Yeah.
Because...
I mean... Do you know if the victim had any... Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny. Did the killer leave it? I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew.
Maybe John...
I found a print on... I found a broken... Anything I should... I found this... I found what looked... I found the... I want to help you. I have what I need for now.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Something wrong?
I see.
Here's crazy.
That's almost criminal. Okay, bye.
Hello? My gut is telling me it won't be quiet long.
Hezký město, že jo?
Anomaly.
detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Nothing to report. Clear on my end.
We're in this together.
See that last one, coward?
I'll stay alert. Do not worry.
Mercy for the left.
My wife is going to kill me.
I'll quit. That's all. A large part of Prague's charge is everything.
Anything?
Where you going? Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. Two, society has a right to protect its...
In my apartment.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death.
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5?
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
Really? You know, you look familiar. We didn't work together, did we? Did you know Girardelli? Or maybe Powell?
No, I doubt I knew them personally.
That's too bad. We were all in New South Wales together. I thought maybe you... Never mind. And you're all doing fine now. Relatively.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater. And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. That's not me anymore. It hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
You may not have left a mark on Angela's neck, but that doesn't mean I think you're innocent.
I never said I was innocent. just clearly not guilty of this. Now, if you don't mind, get the hell out of my apartment.
Causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me.
Mm-hmm. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority.
Need more beer. 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. Lemons.
Wrong fucking line.
Worse than the beggars.
You're on a quick path to validating your purpose.
You're joking, right?
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
This was the work of a Harvester copycat. This isn't some domestic dispute gone horribly wrong. It's part of something bigger. Someone's out there pretending to be a dead serial killer.
I see you looked into that old case I pointed you toward.
The MO is a perfect match. I read the notes and I compared them to this murder. The two victims were killed by the same person, I'm sure of it.
All right, let's say that's true. That doesn't necessarily exclude Johnny. It just means he's killed more than one person.
I'm just telling you what I found.
No, you're interpreting what you found. Trying to, sway my opinion. But if you really want to convince me of something, you need to keep talking.
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
It's
time
to wrap this up. They are?
All right.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
I don't know who killed Angela Gunn, but I do know it wasn't an isolated case.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
As you wish. Out of sight, out of mind. No, back it up.
Dark?
I have Eternal. It's not like they did not see me for
Not much going on.
Used to be a beautiful city. Now look.
Temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. Not our opinion, but I have many friends. It's horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them that.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for.
I don't want anything to do with you.
Wandered away from the red light district for a bit. Too much stimulation.
Can't even trust the partner. We've got to make sure we're clear. Hate to see what these dogs have done.
Got anything to report?
Call it in if you want. I'm going to keep looking.
Just make it through this shift.
She does look good.
Dobre. Až děkuji.
City has gone to hell.
Hey, man, I need it.
Okay, fine.
Make the difference.
I'm not seeing anything unusual. You? I'll quit, that's all.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Max Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Ark is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Ark didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell Tower? Just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
Yeah, and that took me all over town, away from the real doers, just like it was supposed to. So I decided I need to stop blindly following orders and follow my gut instead.
Following your gut can sometimes blind you to the details, make you miss things. But I suppose if you've done enough legwork to support it. This bell tower facility, how the hell did you find it?
I reached out to someone, a contact from my Sarif days. He's very good at unearthing the kinds of information people try to keep hidden. I told him what happened in Dubai, gave him access to the information I learned while investigating Ark. He did the rest.
Fuck, Jensen.
Do you trust this guy?
In this instance, yes.
Chicane, how are you for fuel?
Could use a top-up.
Do it. You do this quick and quiet. Recon only. You do not engage. Am I clear? Don't even set foot inside that facility if you see activity. Contact me the minute you have anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I'll loop MacReady in. Get him and the analyst to work up a detailed mobilization plan, if there's anything there. I'm trusting you on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that.
You really think this intel your CI provided will bear fruit?
I'm sure of it.
I gotta admire your confidence, man. You know, despite your obvious aesthetic handicap, maybe you've got some value.
Thanks.
Ready to go?
When we first talked, you told me that your limp kept you honest. That's an interesting way of looking at an injury.
Your preamble's as thin as soup, man. Don't dance around it, just ask it.
I'm only curious. We've all got a story.
No, that's not it. What you really want to know is, do I hate him? The men that tore out my knee. His name was Lachlan Beats. He was a laborer. Worked in the mines up near Bendigo before everything went to hell. Beats was a family man who did what he thought he had to do in order to provide for his family. See, back then, nobody could compete with you Ogs when it came to manual labor jobs. So, he made a choice, if you can call it that.
And his choice changed your life. You don't resent Beats for what happened?
What I resent are the men who coaxed men like him to get augmentations, men who enforced a system where the rich could buy artificial expertise without thinking about what it would cost all of us in the end. No, I don't resent him. At least not anymore. I was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Story of my life. So look, on that sunshiny note, what do you say we put some miles behind us?
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where...